Oh, no, we're good.
What?
I thought it said mute, but it wasn't. It was just because of the intro. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Scared me.
Hey, sorry guys. Welcome. Let me make sure. Check. Hey, this is a show called Beard Advice Live. My name is Dan. I'm the beard. Her name is Sam. She's the beauty.
Hi.
Sam, how you doing?
Good.
All right. And on this show, people send in pictures of their beard. They tell us about their goals. They tell us about their problems. And we, Sam, myself, the community, we give them advice that we think can help the trajectory of their beard journey, can help their confidence, and just kind of help them find their own style. And we also highly encourage updates. We start the show off today with a banger of an update that I'm so excited. I teased it out on Instagram a bit, but so excited to show you guys. And thank you everybody for being in the chat. I appreciate that. So that is awesome. And Dash with Ash says, I'm working on content. An email notification came in mentioning Sam was in here. Had to drop by and show support. I have a feeling that sentiment is not alone. What an intro. Yeah, like you see her on our side, I see my name, and then like there was a little like muted symbol next to it. And I was like, oh no, because I've been there before where I talk and it's like you're talking over here and you don't realize it. You like this side, Cam?
Yeah.
This,
Don't.
Okay.
Do this
No, hey, whoa, watch out. Hey, watch out.
That's my bad side.
So I appreciate you guys coming in. Hey, Daniel, thank you, sir. I really do appreciate that. So as you guys come in, two things. One, we would like you to do is hit a thumbs up on this video. And the second, if you are wanting to help out extra, consider sharing this out. We do believe that we have some good vibes on this show. We do believe that we help people and we have a good time. Now, do you remember the phrase that they gave us for the first part of the show?
Phrase?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Catching up with the commands?
Catching up with the commands.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. So, first thing to catch up on, you guys. Today is
Maddox's birthday!
Our oldest. It is his 8th birthday today. Crazy that we birthed a human. Not we. Hey,
Hold up.
Hey, this is a two-part equation, okay? So
we birthed him? Come on now.
That you birthed a human 8 years ago.
8 years.
That's 2 high school careers.
It feels like just yesterday we brought him home to our old house.
Yeah. Freaky.
Now he's a teenager.
We've been married for 9, and we've been together for coming up on 13.
Yeah.
Coming almost 13 years.
Yep.
So pretty dang cool. Hey, in the chat, if you guys have been married, or if you are, a lot of you have, but if you are currently married, how long have you been married? So we have been married for 9 years, like 9.5, or no, we just had our anniversary.
Just had it, yeah.
Okay, so 9 years flat. But let's see how long everybody's been together. So that's been the main thing, is Maddox's birthday.
Yep.
They had a birthday party. There was Easter.
Whew.
And there was something else this last weekend. Soccer or something like that. It was a weekend.
It was.
All great.
I'm still catching up on my sleep.
She is.
I'm right now, exhausted.
Like, I don't need a lot of sleep. I sleep way less than her even since then. Like, on Monday, she went out at like 9 o'clock. And then I came in at like,
least.
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I came in at like my 11:30 after the show. She is just sawing. She slept later than me in the morning, and she was still exhausted. I'm like, whoop, let's go. Let's get it. I'm back. So, yeah, it's funny.
Every time I do stuff like that, though, I'm like, oh, it's my thyroid.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Right. Even though we got medication now, that's going to be something forever. So, too funny. Oh, I love this. Look at Bud. And Bud's on the show today. He said 5, 13, and now 25 years, he said, learning. I like it. Too funny. 17 years together, married 9 for
Nice.
Rebecca and Eric. Nice. Super cool. And again, thank you guys for coming in here. We do believe that this is a pretty special show. So again, only about half of you have hit that thumbs up. Just
Do it.
Just a little thing. We put this show together. We show up every week and enjoy it and look forward to it. But that little thumbs up does go a long way and really does appreciate what we have. So, yes. And so, Sam, once the doctor gets the meds right, you'll feel much better. No, so
Yeah.
what's your take on the meds and the situation?
My take, I think it does need to be dosed up. Just because I still do, I still have some weird symptoms, and I don't think that it's fully resolving them yet. And I'm on the lowest dose. So, I mean, that's what they started with. So, I do, in my gut, feel like they're going to dose me up. But I get my blood work next week. Then my doctor's appointment.
Do you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, we'll see.
Awesome. Lots of great marriages here. Look at Mike, who got to meet in San Antonio. 57
Woo.
years. That's amazing. Absolutely
Wow.
amazing. So cool. 40 years in here, too. So awesome, guys. Really awesome. So, couple of things. We're going to go through the advice. We also have a halftime segment where you guys can ask questions about beard care, about us, about really anything. And if they come up during the stream, I will star them and we will revisit them at that halftime segment. So just keep that in mind as we go through, guys. And Matt, we have a lot of challenges with diet, from celiacs to all this stuff. And we've explored it. Diet's one of those things that there is no right answer. I am a firm believer in everybody's body and everybody's system is different. And so that one is such a slippery slope. But I will say we do have meat with every single meal.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, I could never do like the carnivore diet. I don't like meat, but I eat it because I know that my body needs it. But I could never, like, I see people just eating like bacon and like butter, and I'm like, oh, that traumatizes me. I could never, I feel like you could do that.
Oh yeah,
I
for
could
sure.
never do that.
For sure.
Never. Ugh.
Pickleball, this week has been a little bit split. Yesterday I got to go on Jax's field trip, and then today Sam got to take Violet to gymnastics.
Yep.
So 2 days out, unfortunately, but we've always told ourselves, family first.
Yeah.
We give ourselves a little bit of forgiveness there, and we don't want feeling bad about missing the gym. But earlier in the week, in the last few, we've been split. It's
Yeah.
been pretty
It's
dang
like
even.
almost always split.
Yeah, one day she'll get me, the next day I'll get her, and then some days we'll just tie for the day. So
Yep.
it's back to like
It's-
super even.
It's been hard coming back from those 3 weeks off. At least for me.
Yeah.
I was a mess.
Yep.
All over the place.
Yep, absolutely.
We're trying.
And this kind of sums up what we do. We try to eat as much protein as possible. We really feel a difference with protein and iron. Those are two big ones. And our general rule is we want to eat as much real food as possible.
Yeah, whole foods.
Yep, we want to stay away from processed food, so we want to eat actual oats. We want to eat real meat. We want to eat things that are not packaged in a freezer bag as much as we can. Is that 100% possible with an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 3-year-old in a busy lifestyle? No. But we are trying. Hey, Doug just finished his run. Awesome. And Chris always dropping jokes. Why is it surprising that the Australians cheered when the baker made the meringue? Because Australians usually boo meringue. That's a good one. Yeah, that is a good one. All right, so Winged Wolf, this is an example of a halftime question. I'm going to save this, and we will be back to it. What did you think of Violet's gymnastics class?
It was cute. It was kind of just like an open gym situation just to get them introduced to like the gymnastics equipment. But we are going to sign her up for a gymnastics actual instructional class in May, and hopefully she likes it. So here, I don't know about you guys, but with gymnastics, you have to like sign like a year contract, and they make it so hard to get out of. So we've been really hesitant on putting her in like gymnastics or dance. So we found this one place. I think they're on the newer side.
Okay.
And they offered like a month-long class for like $35, and I was like, let's try that.
Let's try
first.
it for sure. Yeah, dance and gymnastics, the commitments here are nuts. It's expensive.
And it's like,
and you're locked in.
Yeah, you're locked in, and then it's like you're locked in for life.
Yeah, and they
because
expect you to
don't
be committed.
get out of it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. So thank you for asking. And the field trip with Jax was on Tuesday, but it was fantastic. We had an absolute blast, man. So many smiles. He was so happy to have me there. It was a really good time. Really, really good time. And then here's a great comment by Caleb. Sending into Beard Advice, send into Beard Advice Live. I did it last week, and it was the best decision I've made this year.
Woo!
Do it, guys.
Woo!
Love that. So if you're wondering, how do I send into this miraculous Beard Advice Live? You're going to send an email to me at beardadvicelive@gmail.com. put a couple pictures of your beard from different angles, and then simply tell us your goal. Tell us the problem you're experiencing or what you are looking for with advice. We do like to be specific. We do try to avoid where it's like just general advice or people trying to show off their beard, which does happen. And we want stuff that is as specific as possible. So yeah, specific as possible. So yep, it is going to be for sure. Corey says, I'm finding out how expensive right now. My daughter's first recital. Dude, so expensive.
Yeah.
I love gymnastics on 3 to 9. Yeah, it's such a good discipline too. And Rob actually messaged me today. He was like, good choice to get some of that like energy out and stuff. And we're like, yes. Like she's crazy if she can, and she is really strong, like too strong.
She is.
She'll hurt you.
She's got those DNC calf muscles.
She does. True story, you guys. Hey, Mark, thank you, sir. Welcome, dude. She does have my calf muscles, like legitimately, and yeah, she'll hurt you. She hurt Sam today. She bruised Sam.
She did? What did she?
Your finger.
So I have one of the. What do you call those?
Like a drawstring. Yeah.
Drawstring thing with a little clip on the end on my shorts, and she just comes up to me and just pulls it out. So I like stick my hand down because I thought it was gonna like snap my stomach, and it. You guys can't probably see it.
Oh yeah, you can.
It caught my knuckle right here, and it hurts so bad. The like, what do you call it? Is it a vein right there?
A tendon?
No, it's like blue.
Yeah, it's a vein. Yeah.
It like popped up and it was like throbbing. It was so painful.
Yeah. Yep.
She terrorized me.
And we've tried martial arts. It was cool, but the organization that's local to us was not very organized, not very nice. The instructor literally would take smoke breaks like in between. It was kind of nasty, and I'm sure there's better ones, but it was kind of nasty. But I do have an announcement to make. Attention.
It's baby Sprite time.
It is baby Sprite time. You guys asked for it. It is real. This is the size of baby Sprite. I have normal size hands. I am not a freak of nature. And then please, silence everyone. Silence. Hear ye, hear ye. Oh, I told you. I told you that baby Sprite just hits different. It just hits different. And again, some people didn't even believe me that baby Sprite was a real thing. It's right here, guys.
Really? You're gonna get the hiccups.
I guarantee there's some good ASMRs with drinking pop. Specifically Sprite.
I'm not into ASMR.
No, it's freaky. It's
like my sensory. I have like a sensory thing, and it's like it's too much.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. I think a lot of it is driven for certain needs. If you know what I mean. So yeah, not exactly my thing. At least I know the beard ASMR stuff is definitely driven by that. Yeah, it's a thing. It's so cute. It's just teeny tiny, just teeny tiny. So yes, it is. It is really, it's really good. Yep. For a soundbite, that would have been a really good soundbite to have like on my soundboard. I'll see what I can do, Jason. I'll see what I can do.
Can you record your own?
Not on here.
Oh.
But I'm sure I can. I am resourceful, so
it.
yes. All right, you guys. And also another cool announcement. Dun, dun, dun. Beard Advice Live featuring the Beauty and the Beard.
I made him change the logo.
She did. This is full Sam C credit. Full Sam C credit here. Sam, I got the Loop earplugs, and holy crap, they're a lifesaver. Thank you for the recommendation.
You're welcome. I'm so glad you like them.
Robin here also got the Loop earplugs. And real quick, tell people what these earplugs are and why you have them.
So I have a sensory. I don't even know. I don't have a sensory disorder. I just get very overwhelmed by sounds very easily, and so I was looking for something to take with us on our long drive from Michigan to Texas, which was like 20 hours. And so I found these earplugs that I had been seeing all over Instagram, and on a whim just bought them, and they are the greatest earplugs ever. I bought the ones where you can put in extra sound reduction, and so they're just these little like circle earplugs, and you put them in, and I can still hear Dan if he's talking to me in the car. It's like a little bit muffled, but like all of the kids whining and screaming and extra noise and SpongeBob always playing in the car and all the traffic going by, it just mellows it out. And it's so great. I love them. I almost lost them in Texas, and I thought I was going to cry.
She did cry. Yeah, you started tearing-eyed. Yeah.
I was like, no.
Yeah, it was in the car. So Mrs. Defined, she ordered them at the meetup when I told her about it, from your experience, and she said, and Carrie says that she loves them.
They're phenomenal.
Rebecca has them as well, great for mamas. And Rob said, if I had those when my kids were little, they would have got less whoopings. Yeah, I could see that.
I should have put them in today. I thought about putting them in, but I didn't. Should have.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't have been so cranky earlier.
Our kids just get to be a bit much.
Yeah, 3 kids screaming at the same time. It's a lot.
And luckily I can like process it. I get it. I get that like overwhelming feeling. But I think a lot of mine is I'm like picking up on what is triggering her. And so it's like a proactive thing where I'm like, okay, I realize all this is going on and it's probably translating here. So I'm usually the mitigator and I try to like cut the situation off.
You've been so good about that lately,
thank you.
Helping me with that. Like they'll be like, I won't even know that I'm getting stressed out and you'll say something to the kids and I'm like, oh, wow, that's so helpful.
Oh, good. Thank you. And yeah, I think I've just learned along. There's a lot that Sam goes through that I never have. And I've really opened up. I wasn't great at it in our earlier years. And then I've really tried to open up and learn about the anxiety and the sensory overload and those things. And it's really helped me. Like I'm much more aware of it. So, but also be very open with your communication.
Always.
Sam tells me those things. I don't even remember what it was, but yesterday she told me something. I said, thank you for like letting me know how you feel. And she's like, of course. So yeah, they're really, really good. Asia wears them, but I think they're more for me. Yeah, I hear you. So loop earrings, if you guys get a little bit of earplugs. Sorry. No, very different. Very, very different on those ones. So yeah, very, very, very different. And Doctor, so on Wednesdays we try to avoid going over specific brands, but I will say I've never tried that brand and I have not tried that product. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting question because I don't have the answer there, but I don't have the answer. And we're massive on praise. We both, I think it's a super even street where we praise both ways. Yeah. We're huge on praising our kids. Yes. We are very, I know a lot of parents are like, no, you got to earn that stuff. We're big on praising them. We're also big on consequences. Maddox made some poor choices last week at school. So this was like Thursday last week or so. He hasn't touched a device since. Not a tablet, not a PlayStation, not a Switch, nothing. He has not touched a device. He also had some other consequences, but his like redemption tour has been amazing. Like unbelievable.
He's a new kid.
Yep, he's a super, super sweet kid. And at school, he's getting to this like social status because he's big, he's a good-looking kid, and above all, he's very good at sports, especially soccer. And soccer is like the hot sport for them, which is wow. All the cool kids want to play soccer, and Maddox just so happens to be like a god at it.
Yeah.
And so they all want to be on Maddox's team. They all want to be his friend. Like today, he got a book of like birthday wishes from his class. There were at least 10 best friends named on there. Maddox, you're my best friend. Maddox, you're my best friend. So he's trying to navigate this water of being this like cool kid that everybody's looking up to and having it be a new thing. It really in the last several months has been like a new thing for him. And so he made some poor choices. We made sure to let him know that it wasn't, they weren't things that we were proud of or appreciate. We didn't beat him. We didn't scream at him. We just had the consequences. And his teacher asked if she could call us last night just to tell us how good he was doing. Yeah. And this was at like 8 o'clock at night because she wanted to make sure we knew. So he's been amazing. And then removing the devices, we can admit we had him on it too much. Yeah. Like that was our bad as parents.
We told him that yesterday too when we sat down and talked to him just to like let him know how well we thought he was doing. And we're like, you're our first kid. Like, we're all going through this together. You're kind of the guinea pig in this situation, and it's not your fault, and it's not, well, I guess semi our fault. Yeah, it's all of our faults. You know what I mean? Like, we're learning together here.
For sure. And we know there's a lot of value in devices, right? That's the new age. That's how kids learn. They did, like, Violet will speak, like, Japanese. And we're like, what the heck? And she learned it from her tablet, right? So we know that there's value, but because Maddox is good, because we know he's an amazing kid, we got way too lax with his devices, and it just became something that he was on too often, and it changed the way he was thinking. It like changed his wiring. Since we've removed that, he's been a different kid.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna phase it back in with some like pretty strong restrictions, like no devices in the morning before school. After school, we're gonna limit it to an hour of device time and actually like set timers and really do it.
Yeah, I think his tablet has something you can set.
So we're navigating it, man. Yeah, kids don't realize parents are learning too.
Yep.
And we're super, last thing, and then we'll get to the advice, guys. We're super big on being real with our kids. Like Sam said, we're like, hey man, we're figuring this out too. Or if we mess up and let's say Sam or myself like go overboard on something because of a sensory overload, or because let's say something stressful hit me at the moment and then you lash out, we do not have egos and just eat that and like put it on them. We've apologized to our kids several times.
I just apologized to Maddox the other day because he was trying to tell me something and I was like, I can't do that right now. And it was a little more aggressive than it should have been.
Yep.
So I came back later. I was like, buddy, I'm so sorry. What did you want to tell me? I was just really busy at the moment.
Yep.
So I'm, not afraid to say sorry to them.
For sure. And even when it's challenging with like Violet, she, as you guys know, with any young kid, she just repeats herself over and over again, no matter the situation. And sometimes, we will snap back a little bit, and then sometimes she has genuine questions, and sometimes she doesn't. But sometimes she has genuine questions, then we snap and she gets sad. That's like heartbreaking. And so we just apologize, and we like to be super real with our kids. Like when we've talked about violence at school, we were real. When we talk about things like drug addictions and problems, our kids know what drugs are. Yeah. Our kids at 5 and 7, even before this, probably even earlier than that, they knew drugs. They knew the impact of drugs. They know about all these topics. We don't think it's good to hide those things, and they're still kids, so we're smart about it.
We limit some things, but we're really, if they ask us a question, we're always open.
Yep.
Except with Santa.
Yep.
Santa's real.
Absolutely. So yeah, man, I appreciate all the feedback. I know a lot of you guys have been there and can understand what we're talking about. So yeah, it's awesome that you two are talking about this. Yeah, we like talking about this. If this wasn't like just a beard advice show, we'd probably talk about it a whole lot more. We may have to do.
I know. I feel like we throw around a podcast all the time. Yeah. Of just like talking about random topics.
Right.
Because we can just go on and on about like anything. I feel like.
Yep. And I'm very proud of our perspective on things. I feel like we go about everything in a very neutral starting point, and then we try to learn as much as we can, and then we move from there. And we have the deepest conversations every single night, every single day. So yeah, eventually we're gonna have to have a podcast, and it'll be like a topic each time. Like
just like different things.
Episode 1, screen time and children, and we just talk about those things. So. Stay tuned, guys. We'll see what the future holds.
Maybe when Vi's in school.
Exactly.
Get her out of here.
When she goes to school and we get a good 6 hours in the day, that's going to change everything. Yeah, that's going to change everything. And that's the same to us. I am definitely not saying we are experts, because we are not. We are literally figuring it out as we go. But I think it's good to hear more perspective and to get that information out there. All right, Scott out of here. Hate to dip out, but I got some friends. Hey, all right, Scott, thank you for stopping in, man. Appreciate that. So thank you. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Your husband was just talking on your behalf about that. So perfect. Awesome. Okay, for real, let's go ahead. Yeah, I hear that, TJ. He said he's thankful he only has a dog. Parenting's tough, man. That's not cliche. That's not a joke. It's tough as heck, man. Tough as heck. So... yeah, I could not imagine our life without kids until I imagine it.
I do all the
time. We think about it. But man, it is the best feeling of all time. When your kids get excited, when they have accomplishments, and it's the best.
Like we always say, like we love them and we hate them. It's a daily saying in our house.
For them, absolutely. It is true. But it is worth it, yes. It truly is worth it. All right. This is how the show works, and thank you once again, you guys, for coming here. It doesn't sit lightly with us that you're going to take time out of your Wednesday evenings to spend this with us. That really does mean a lot. It really does mean a lot. So All right. I see a heart in a circle at the bottom of the live chat. Hearts flow from it from time to time. What is that?
Someone like
Probably, yeah, Leo. It's probably some animation from YouTube where there's a like, or if sometimes when certain words are typed, like celebration, it'll send like graphics.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, or happy birthday. So it's got to be some kind of built-in feature of YouTube. I'm not super familiar on that one, so thanks for pointing that one out. Hey, Jay Cruz. How you doing, my friend? Get to see him soon, as well as Eric and Joe and the whole Octane crew. Gonna be fun. Awesome, man. We always get so many cool shout-outs here. We have one said, love from Singapore.
Dang.
Look at that. Andrew, thank you, man. That's so
like,
cool.
What time is it there? I need to know.
Shoot. I'm
Tell
gonna say like 5 in the evening. No,
I'm gonna say like 11 a.m.
Yeah, I'm way off. I think I'm way off on the.
Tell me, Andrew.
What time is it in Singapore right now? If you really are in Singapore.
Prove it.
All right. So
okay, I was close.
Yeah, you were good. I was way off. Way off. All right, guys. Here's how the show works here.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yes, thank you. You did answer the question. All right, so this is an update from our friend Ron. We have Austria, we have Singapore. It's so crazy.
Dang.
All right, here's Ron T. And I'm going to read this, guys. This is a beautiful story here. A long time ago, 2020, a youngish man started the journey to a freedom beard. Thank you for your service, sir. After a long and arduous adventure, he's challenging me on the words here. And there's a few that I'm going to stumble on, and that's okay. The world, the community, and even family were different than when this adventurer left the motherland. There was an exuberant, thank you, amount of questions, uncertainty, and fear. The battles, most mental and never-ending, were almost too much to bear. The plans were laid to ease the pain. Nobody's putting down.
Mm-hmm.
But alas. I did that one on purpose. Come on. All right, sorry. But alas. The love of a spouse, along with the patience and understanding from her, began the journey back from the abyss. Then the weary traveler discovered a community beyond what could have been expected. There were others who had traveled the same path, many individuals who cared and made the time to listen, and a couple of noble kings with whom the traveler became friends with that never hesitated when insecurities began to settle back in. To this day, past, present, and future, the adventurer will say that the Command's Corner and Beard Advice Live, along with the majesties of Dan and Steve, saved him from the ultimate fall, accumulating at the edge of despair. The traveler decided that this was a year of change. Even though resolutions were made at the turn of the calendar, the decisions came to fruition. Did I say it wrong? Fruition. I always struggle.
Fruition.
Yes, thank you. Hoping for some addition by subtraction. If we do not like it, it will grow back. Okay, so here we go. We have some photos here, and essentially it's a before and after update, but then we have 4 total questions. Does this style work for me? And I have not shown Sam these pictures yet, so you guys know. Does this style work for me? Should I trim, grow, or remain at this length? Should I let my head hair grow back out? Overall suggestions. Okay, here we go, you guys. Here we go on this one. Whew.
Wait.
Okay.
First and foremost, I feel like Ron should be a writer.
Right, it's beautiful.
Like,
Ken's
wow.
a teacher. He said AP Beard English. Yeah, it really was. That
Okay.
was absolutely
I just needed
beautiful.
to say that.
Yep, it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, yes, man, he really is good with his words. And to sum it up, he's shared this many times. Ron went through some really hard times. And then he found, obviously, he has his amazing wife, Starlet. And then he found this community and the support, his brother. And we've had the chance to meet Ron several times. Just an amazing guy. Here is the update, you guys. I don't want to build this up too much, but it's ridiculous. And I know how much Sam's going to love it. All right, get ready here for this update.
Wow.
Whoa! Wow.
That's crazy.
Get your comments in the chat, you guys. That's a different human. This was in the same day.
I am obsessed with your hair.
It's perfect.
Obsessed.
It's perfect. Right. Yeah, exactly. You sexy beast. That's the only way to put this. Holy cannoli.
Love.
One of the hide your wives. Right, that is so crazy, man. It's so crazy. And Josh, thank you. Sam, you're beautiful. You're so beautiful. Dan, you're blessed, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, and I do agree. He said, foot-long ponytail and 4 inches of beard gone. The epitome. Saying addition by subtraction doesn't even do this justice.
Yeah.
Like
that's in the dictionary. For
holy cannoli. What up, my man? Messaged him earlier. Good to see you. Unbelievable. This is the impact of this show. Now, can we take credit for the haircut and the actual? No. But we did give some advice here. We did give some advice. Walter says, don't touch a thing. Looks so good. All right. Keep this in mind. We do need to go back to the questions.
Okay.
Does this style work for me?
Yeah.
Should I trim, grow, or remain at this length of beard?
It looks great.
It looks awesome.
I mean, if you want to grow it, grow it. If you don't.
Do not trim it.
Don't trim it.
I would do kind of what I do. I would leave it like that, grow for a couple of months, and as a point where it gets transparent or a point that you don't like it anymore, trim at that point. But wow, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Should I let my head hair grow back out? No.
I love it.
This is one of the most amazing hairstyles I've seen.
Love it.
The barber, you guys, the level of skill with this fade is unbelievable. You have this ridge right here, right? Real low. Oh, also, guys, the angle of the beard. That's an angle I've been criticized for many, many times. Looks pretty dang good to me. And the fade here, into the ridge, into the hair.
Good.
Holy cannoli.
I need to study this photo to try to replicate it like on the boys.
Yes,
I love it so much.
Amazing. Right, great point, gamer. He looks ridiculously younger.
I thought the same thing.
Wow. Like, wow. And that's still, you told me you took off like 4 inches of beard? Where?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So good. Absolutely amazing, Ron. Thank you a million times for sending this back in. It is so good. Dan isn't salty. No, man, I absolutely love praising other people, building other people up, man. There's things that I care about and things that I don't. For me, I'm not huge on my head hairstyle. For number one, I don't like wearing solid products because I sweat and it makes me break out. Pomades, clays, water-based, you name it, it doesn't matter. And I like hats. It's just kind of my thing. Like one time I think I tried to go out on a date night with Sam and I was like, hey, like I'm thinking of, do you think I should wear a hat? It's a nice place. Should I not? And she was like, that's you. Wear a hat. And so it's just me, man. I love it.
Remember when you didn't wear hats?
So before the channel, I didn't own a hat. The channel was my first real time wearing a hat, that Adidas hat in my intro.
If you go back to Dan's literal first Instagram picture,
the orange
it was
one?
the orange like volunteer hat that you probably got at a garage sale or something.
I volunteered at this really cool program in Ann Arbor that was like, it's called Wings for Something, and you would connect kids that were like kind of like Make-A-Wish. It was kind of their last things, and you'd connect them with pilots, and they'd go up in these small aircraft and fly around. And so that was what I did. I did that for several years. It was a lot of fun. But yeah,
that was your hat.
That was my hat. Yeah.
Your one hat.
And it wasn't even like a stylish hat. No. It had, it's the old foam ones that had like the rope across it. It was terrible. And love your hat collection. Thank you. I do love my hat collection. 95% of the time I wear my hats. But it's, hey, what's up, Wolverine? But man, I really Josh, yeah, man, I'll try my best. Yeah, I'll write the idea down, and if I can get to it, I promise I will. But just look at that, like, goodness gracious! Look at that side. Look at the hair, Ron. Amazing. Like you had style, you had that Viking and everything before, but this is just. It exudes confidence. It exudes so much, man. This is what this show is all about. Your life is literally different with the way you probably carry yourself. I love it, and I cannot get enough of that angle of the beard. Gosh, I love it, man. You killed it. Absolutely killed it. So awesome. All right, Corey H. We have another one here, and this is a super cool one as well. I promised the community I'd send in 2 weeks' time, so here we are, feeling really confident and loving the change. So Corey's my man, one of the smiliest dudes ever. Let's see what Corey's got going on. Oh, baby. My man is dripping with that swag. So he was over here. He wanted to clean it up a little bit and was like, hey, I'm thinking of going mullet. What do you think here? And look at this.
You're rocking it.
Dude, so rock. If you're going to do it, you do it.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
And that's how we live. Like, we don't ever, like, be bashful around things. Like, if I'm going to rock something crazy, I'm going to rock the heck out of it. And, oh, yes, Eric, it's the Canadian curtain. He is from Canada. So that is perfect, man. Exactly, Corey. Too much sexy in this room, right? This is a family-friendly show. We need to tone it down, fellas, right? Women are allowed in this stream, and we don't need all these vibes here. So in the shades, oh,
yeah.
Dude.
So cool.
Fan-freaking-tastic. The $1 million mullet. That's what I'm talking. Hey, keep the nicknames coming. Keep them coming, man. The Windsor windshield. Did that work?
No.
I think I thought it worked. I thought it was all right. She's always hate. All right, let me just me and my tiny Sprite.
Oh, my cheeks hurt. You guys always make me laugh so
Always.
hard.
Always. So Corey, I don't know if you're in here right now, man, but that thing is just dripping. I love the curls. I love the color. Man, it is so good. So good. Oh, here he is. He said, thanks, everyone. Love you all. Love you too, man. And this is another person, he's been very public about this and sharing this. He went through a tough time. He went through a dark period, and this community was a big part of lifting him back up, and I'm so glad that he's back involved again. So, man, if you guys ever need anything, man, we really, really got you. Sam and I talk about mental health stuff
all the time.
It's gotta be daily. All right, it's gotta be daily. So if you guys ever need anything, feel free to reach out. We are more than happy to talk, to listen, to whatever you need. That's what I've kind of figured out with this journey is there's no right answer for how to deal with it. Every situation is unique. So, man, crushed it, Corey. Thank you for that update, man. All right, Walter S. I've made crazy progress in my beard journey, and I'm looking for some advice on how my beard seems to be growing in. I have an idea of what type of style I want to go for, but I want to see what you in the community say and see if it lines up. My beard routine includes using oil and butter, 3 vitamins, and using heat and a blow dryer. Just switched from a heated brush, and I have about 6 different companies he rotates. Perfect, man. Check, check, check. I have extremely curly hair, so my routine is definitely different from a majority of people. I included pictures of now and from before, and I did a transparency cut and to start eating better and drinking more water. Look what a beard can do, right? He's taking vitamins now. He's conscious of these products, but he's also eating better and drinking more water. And I know the precipice of that change was his beard. Like, how cool is that? And how dang cool is that? I absolutely love it. Hey, what's up, Jimbo? We got another Australia in the building. All right, Jim's one of my favorite humans on this planet. Jim, out of respect for you, I gotta show you 2 updates real quick. Look at this. I feel like I'm like showing off and flexing a bit here. Jimbo, look at this change from Ron. All right, I only got a few seconds to show you, but you got to consume this. You got to experience this change. Holy crap. Like, man, that's crazy. And then look at this dripping swag. Look at that up, dude.
The glasses just make it.
You have to. You have
wear them
to.
all the time, Corey.
Yep. No doubt. It's like my hats. Like you're now locked in. So awesome. All right, so let's see what Walter's got going on here. Dude. Nice. So this is the before, and this is the after. Man, look at, so, and you see the shape here. This kind of bows out down here. Lots of wispies and little whoop whoops over here, and then real short. And then look at this, and the cheeks seem like they're way darker, way more filled in. Like, wow. Separating the beard from the head hair. I love the curls.
Yeah.
When he said that
he's got curly hair, so I feel you.
So Walter, man, looks phenomenal. So to touch back, he just said, I have an idea of the type of style I want to go for, but I want to see what the community says and lines up. So if you guys were Walter, to give advice to Walter's path moving forward, what would be your advice with Walter? For me, Walter, I think you just keep progressing towards whatever your goal is. And then if there becomes a time where we need to make adjustments, we evaluate it at that time and make adjustments. When I'm looking at this picture right now, I have nothing. There's nothing where I would say like, hey, do this different, change this right here. There's nothing that I really would make as a difference. Somebody says a bald fade. I definitely could see you pulling off a bald fade here. I'm not the biggest fan of a bald fade for myself for one main reason. I don't think it looks good with a hat on. And so that's my biggest reason.
Okay.
So that bald fade, right, if I can show you guys here, that bald fade is this side. So if this goes bald, and it usually fades in this kind of area right here, it makes it look like I am bald and then have a little bit of hair on the back. And I'm not a fan of that.
Like a bald mullet.
Yeah, it is. It's like a skullet.
What's a skullet?
Your skull is on the top. So it's like, think about like a balding man up here, and then the back just flowing mullet. Yeah. One of the beard brand guys is growing it out right now.
Oh.
So yes.
That's a thing some people want.
I don't know if they want it. Nah, but
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Leo, to the T, I agree. Yes, I rhyme all the time. He said, I'd go for what you have in mind and assess again at that point. Yep,
Yeah.
That's it, man. Keep it going. It looks phenomenal, dude. Such a cool change. And I think, well, he was in here earlier. So awesome, dude. And shout out to Erica. They're engaged. They're getting married in some month and at some point. So
clever.
yes. And exactly, Jimbo. Keep doing what you're doing already. It looks great. Here he is right here. And he says, thank you, everyone. I might have to try that fade out. There you go. It would add a touch of like purposeful style. Right, when you do that, people are like, okay, this guy goes to a barber. This guy is keeping up on stuff. So yeah, that's awesome. Next April. Okay, so that's so funny. I was gonna say April, and I was like, I sound really dumb because it is April. And so next April, I nailed it. Yep, nailed it. All right, awesome, Walter, man. Keep it going, dude. Keep it going. And here's a suggestion from Rob. He said I would suggest a fade, more of a military high and tight. It can get rid of the poofy on the top. I can see that.
Yeah.
So instead of having the curls kind of falling over the side and giving like that, almost like a mushroom type look to it, not in a bad way, but he's saying maybe
Dan loves mushrooms.
I do love mushrooms. I've not tried any of the magic mushrooms, so don't get crazy out there, you guys. And so he's saying kind of take it off here. I think I like that advice actually. And oh man, it would be cool to see what like a really skilled barber could do. Because that's not a normal cut. When you have curly hair like that, that's a challenging cut. Yeah, really, really challenging cut. So, Michael, thank you for stopping in, man. Thank you so much. Awesome, Walter. Thank you, sir. Corey. All right, questions. Halftime segment, you guys. What do you want to know? What are you wondering about? Here we go. Winged Wolf says, does beard oil help keep ticks from getting in the beard? It's tick season, and I've got a lot in the field. So, I don't know. I am not afraid to say when I don't know things. I do know that lice do not generally go into beards. They don't like the environment of beards. They like the environment of head hair more often. So you're rarely ever going to see lice in beards. Even if you have an outbreak at home with your kids and everything, that's one thing we've never, oh man, knock on wood. Knock on wood. I'm not even gonna, should I finish the statement? I'll leave it there.
Don't say that.
And so-
No, our kids are very dirty, so. Lice don't like dirty.
Okay, that's good. They're dirty, meaning they play sports every day, they roll in
Sweaty.
the mud, and yeah, that type of stuff. So I don't know. That's a really good question.
I feel like there's some essential oil that like ticks don't like. So maybe if there was like a beard oil that had that particular one in it, or maybe I'm thinking of mosquitoes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, mosquitoes for sure. So I've covered that. It's the
lemon
grass. Eucalyptus. So lemongrass is okay. The peppermint eucalyptus oil, man, I'm blanking. I made this video a couple years ago. It actually has better studies than DEET. Like it outperformed DEET.
Great.
Lemon of eucalyptus oil. I'm almost positive.
Lemon of eucalyptus?
Yes.
Oh.
I gotta actually look that up. Am I right, guys? Lemon of eucalyptus oil. Yep. So yes, it is. It is called lemon of eucalyptus oil, or OELE. And yeah, it's a really, really good ingredient to get rid of mosquitoes. And so, yep, off-scented. It smells like that. Yeah, it smells like DEET, pretty much. Great question. I'm sorry I don't know any more of an answer, but I'd rather tell you the truth than give you some bogus advice, and you go out in the field and get a tick, and you're like, Dan told me otherwise. So yeah, I do have lemon eucalyptus oil. Okay, that one I know works for mosquitoes. I don't know about beards. And so we have here, send into beard, try insect repellent scented oil. Yeah, yep. So I do have a couple videos. There are a few. One of them is called Headhunter by Grave Before Shave. And then there's another one by the Bad Donkey Beard Care Company. They have some. So yeah, there are some that are out there that can do that. All right, and again, guys, I love this. Caleb said it was the best decision he's made this year. Okay. Mrs. C, I am growing out my hair so I can donate it, but in the meantime, I put my hair in a bun. But the size is not enough. What do you recommend to keep it out of my face? So he's got that pulled back man bun hair.
Well, I mean, you could try half up. So if your hair
Explain what that means.
I
don't know what a half up is.
Okay, this is down. This is up. Half up. So then it's not falling out of the bun, but you're still keeping it up out of your face. Or you could have like a cool headband. I'm just trying to think of like what I would use.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing there. Man, I'm like 0 for 2 so far.
I love man buns though.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know if you'd look good with a man bun.
I look good with anything, so.
You wouldn't be able to wear a hat.
Well.
Oh, you could put your hat to the
Put it through the back.
Oh.
Yeah. It'd be so cute.
It's so cute.
No, I'll rock anything
Baby
with
spray.
confidence. Yes. All right. Dan, when I was at Frito-Lay, I had one get in my beard with oil during tick season. Okay. And I have a feeling it's more of like a situation of chance rather than anything, right? Trying to go
like
for it.
Like they're not attracted to it.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. So yes. Can you pin it? Good question. I pin comments. Yeah, that would be one. I have no hair, so I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't know anything either. I don't know anything on those ones. So, and guys and girls, if I missed a question earlier, this is the time to revisit it and drop those questions. Otherwise, I probably just missed it just out of sheer talking or whatever the situation was. Okay, so let's see. Dan. I see what you did there, Jason. Well played. Okay, on this one, guys, great question here. Have you heard anything from Michael Strahan? I have. Pretty crazy. So, true story, guys. True story here. Violet was sick. We wanted to go get some medicine. I went to Walmart. They were out of medicine, so I went to Rite Aid to get this medicine. While I was at Rite Aid, I saw the Michael Strahan beard oil on a big end cap, and I was like, might as well. Let me buy it. Let me try it. Let me make a review. Truthfully, assuming it was going to be silicone garbage and I would have another video just to warn people. I don't do it for attention. I don't do it for that, but I want people to know what's good and what's not. So I tried it. Obviously, I looked at the ingredients. And I was like, But sometimes ingredients look good and that's really low quality, and it felt really good. And I'm like, wow. So I made the video. I tagged them, of course. I reached out to them. I sent them all these things, full disclosure. But I had not heard a word before. They did not pay me. They did not reach out to me. It wouldn't have changed. It would have been the same review even if they did. But then I first heard back from the team, and I was like, man, it would be an honor if Michael would watch this video. And the girl literally laughed and goes, oh, he did. He said, your beard is glorious, and he appreciated your attention to detail in the video. Then the next day, Michael, from his certified account, messaged me. Crazy. Again, thanked me for the video and said, like, you caught things in this beard oil that no one else pays attention to, and I want to say thank you for that. He said I was involved in every step of this process, and it means a lot to me. I'm heavily involved in this brand. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And I was like, man, it would be an honor to work with you in the future. I would love to do a live stream where I get to interview you. And he hasn't wrote back to any of that stuff, but his team did. So he passed it on to his team, and his team was like, hey, we would love to do a live stream. Can you get us some data and numbers first? So I had to send him a bunch of stuff, and they were like, hey, can we send you out the full lineup of his products? And he also has a fashion line. Can we send you some things? And so those came in today. I got some pants. I got a really cool shirt, a couple other shirts too, and literally sent with a note from Michael Strahan.
So crazy. Signed
Michael Strahan. Like, nuts. One of the greatest football players of all time. A celebrity talk show host. All those things, man. So dang crazy. And yes, he said my beard was glorious.
Glorious.
So that was really cool. That was a like whoa kind of moment, and I definitely want to have him on the channel. So I think that would be amazing. And regardless of how you feel about him, no matter what I do,
Who doesn't like Michael Strahan?
there's a lot of people. No matter what I do,
Aw.
no matter who I bring up, I'm gonna get people that don't like them, and they're gonna have to share their opinions with me, even when I don't ask. I'll post something where I'm like ecstatically happy and proud. I guarantee, no matter who it was, people are gonna write back. And in this situation, I had people that wrote back and said, "I don't like him. I can't stand him." It was like, well, thank you for appreciating my excitement. Like, thank you for being a great person. And so that all came out. Regardless of how you feel about him, a celebrity having a beard product in stores that's a quality product is great for this community. There are gonna be guys that would have never tried a beard oil in their life, but they see Michael Strahan, one of the baddest men on this planet. He was a defensive end. That's like the hardest, toughest position in football. And he has a beard oil, somebody's gonna try it, and guess what? They're gonna have a pleasant experience. Then they're gonna try other companies. Then they're gonna find this video, this channel, this video. It's amazing, absolutely amazing to think about that. So it's been really cool. And again, to be able to talk to him, mind-blowing. To hopefully have a one-on-one interview, unbelievable.
crazy.
And they said, hey, if you do any content, invite us as a collaborator and we'll post it on our page. So I was like, man, that's crazy.
Do you have the hiccups from the baby spray?
No. I ain't no amateur. So yes, I'm not an amateur here. All right. Does light from light bulbs damage beard oils? No. UV rays damage beard oils. Mine's not in any sunlight, but they're open. Nope. No, absolutely no damage there whatsoever. Oxygen is more harmful than your light bulb light. So yeah, good question. Good question. I said, so I guess better look out for ticks. Yeah, for sure. I don't think we have we don't live in like a super forested area or
we don't.
anything. So yeah, not
Not a
bad.
lot of ticks here.
Yeah. So G squared, I cannot say a whole lot on this. What I can say is I do have an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, on this topic. Kind of. Are there updates? Kind of. That's all I can really say at this time, literally legally. So I will say stay tuned. We'll see you there. So yep. I just booked a trip to Mucinening this summer. We've never been to Mucinening.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so. Is Mucinening in the UP? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
Munising.
That's not how they say it in Michigan, Samantha. It's
I've never been there.
I think that is
I don't
just
know why I was thinking Muncie.
Indiana.
Yeah.
I think it's just over the bridge in the UP.
I think it's all the way at the top.
Okay, he said it is.
It
But
is what?
I don't know. It's one of the two. Okay, hey, I had it.
Down.
Boom. Okay, let's see on the map
Where
here.
you at?
All right, I think you're right. Is it all the way at the top, South Bay? Let's see. Yep, at the tippity top of the UP. So no, we've never been there. Any recommendations for food? I would say bring some.
Good luck.
It's going to be very sparse. There's very little internet or cell service up there, at least in our experience with the UP. We drove probably an hour into the UP.
Yep, and then turned right around.
There was zero. There was nothing. There was nothing.
Yeah, we've so badly wanted to camp up there because it's so beautiful. But yeah, there's nowhere for us to eat. And we're like, are they gonna have gluten-free stuff? Because we can't carry our groceries in our trailer for that long because our fridge is not
It's not a full size.
equipped for that.
Yeah.
To keep things cold for that long, so we have to buy our groceries. So with the gluten-free situation, it like makes us very wary.
Yeah. Yep. What do you think about making our own beard oils? Have fun, man. Dennis, I have a DIY video. There's two important ones. Have fun with it, but I would say avoid adding any fragrances unless you really know what you're doing. That legitimately can harm you. People don't believe it, and then they get burnt. Then they have rashes, they have hives, they have all these things. If you're gonna make it, my advice, unless you do extensive research, is just make the carrier blend. If you wanna do that, go crazy, man. You cannot mess it up. It is truly personal preference at that point. And Michael P. and all the guys out there and girls out there, thank you so much for giving that feedback. I really do appreciate it. Pretty cool, pretty crazy for that one. Command's Corner, I'm leaving the door open for whatever avenues they want to do. on my side of things, you got to kind of walk the balance of not being pushy or begging, and also respecting your own value and your own worth. So it's a teetering game. Yeah, for sure, man. Teetering game. Yep, no doubt. And that's the thing, like, a lot of people today don't realize, if you didn't grow up watching football, Strahan's not only a super nice guy, big celebrity, he's one of the greatest football players of all time. Like, that's a huge statement, man. A huge, huge statement. These things happen. Hey, thank you, Jimbo. I appreciate that. I do agree with that. I think what you put out there is what comes back to you. So, yeah, I really do. All right, let's see what else we have here. Is there an upcoming video on a beard company that has made it into a big box store? No. So the only company that I have worked with that has been in a big box company is the one I consult for that's in Rite Aid. If you're talking about Copper John's, they're not in a big box store yet. They're only online. And to be frank, that's not hard to do. Pretty much anybody can get on these big box stores online. Like, if I wanted to put a product in Walmart online tomorrow, I probably could. If they get into the stores, that's an amazing, amazing feat, especially if it's not just regionally. But Bahawat would be the only one that has really bridged that gap and gotten into those stores. So, Copper John's is not in stores yet. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. Hey, man, Ken, you said it. Yeah, you said it, man. Any suggestions on
Prosecute
for constant sunlight? Oh, he's probably saying protection. Yeah, okay. I was like, I just don't get how that fits. Protection for constant sunlight. I work in pool construction and find myself dried out by lunch. Corey, no. Drink as much water as you can. And I think a couple people gave this advice as you went through. If you have a lunch break, try to get your beard damp and add more oil. Do a little midday routine. Or just don't worry about it. And then after your shift, take a shower, be fresh and ready to roll. So, yep, that would be it. No, I didn't get any of Michael Strahan's NFL merchandise. It was all from his, he has a line at Men's Warehouse. So I got those ones, and they seem really nice.
Yeah,
especially
nice.
That first pair of pants and that shirt. I really like those. Yeah, really like those. I did help create a high SPF beard oil with Ruddy Man. I don't know if it's coming back out this summer or not, but that would be a good option. It's not the greatest smelling thing in the world, but it will protect your beard. I think we rated it around like a 45 SPF, something pretty crazy. So pretty cool. If you guys don't know how SPF works, essentially all it is the level in which UV rays hit a surface and bounce back off again. That's it. And thank you, Doug. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Robert, that has crossed my mind as well. It definitely has crossed my mind. So yes. Sam, could you describe your favorite beard that Dan has rocked? And there is a correct answer here, I hope, if it's a good relationship, but she can answer as well.
My favorite beard that Dan has rocked is whatever beard makes him happy.
And that's true, though. I mean, I literally, if Sam told me tomorrow I'm going to chop off my hair here, which she has told me similar stuff before, I've never once pushed back. I wouldn't even tell her I like it this way. Whatever makes her happy and confident, I don't care. With her clothes, with her hair, with her anything, I don't care. If it makes you confident, if it makes you happy, let's do it. So that is the correct answer. In her perfect world, it would definitely be shorter, but that's not going to be beneficial to the channel, to my confidence, to who I am. Like, this is just me. So, yeah, good question. But I hope everybody approaches things like that. Advice on making butter. Have a good oil blend, only use shea butter, and rapidly cool it. That would be my biggest advice. Yep. Thank you, Eileen. This is Mrs. Bearded Mac. Awesome. All right, let's see what else is out there. Okay. Oh, dude, your father-in-law passed away an hour ago.
Gosh.
I'm so sorry, Shade, man. Here, let us know if you need anything, please. Oh, man, that's terrible. Terrible. About an hour ago. Ugh. Was not aware of that. Yeah, yep, Copper John's is not in stores yet. Yeah, not in stores yet. Midday edition is okay. Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Especially if your beard is drying out, especially if you're working outside and you're sweating. You're going to be literally sweating all of that out of you. So having a little midday routine is totally understandable. Yeah, wife is upset. I would imagine. Yeah, for sure. Yep. All right, I've been doing what Eric. What? Oh, Jason, man, thank you, sir. Just donated 5 memberships. Thank you, man. That's so nice. Thank you. I've been doing what Eric Banholtz told you on the show recently, that he has no nighttime routine for his beard. I've been doing it as well and not seeing a negative side. Any thoughts? Hey, man, whatever works for you. Yeah, whatever works for you. Truly, every situation is different. I will say, I really like Eric. I really like his company. But he takes going minimalistic and going chill to an extreme. And I would tell him this too, almost to a like intentional way, if that makes sense. So like with that fits what he is trying to be and try to put out there, and probably who he is as well. But that is, he tries to be he's a beard product company owner that hasn't rocked a beard in a long time, if that sums it up. So when you talk about not having a nighttime routine, he also doesn't really have a beard, but. Again, to each their own, whatever's working for you guys.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, yep. After a stripping wash, what type of oil do you recommend? Whichever one is the most nourishing for you. Whichever one you feel is gonna do the best for you. My beard grows away from my face into a point. Is there a way to fix this? You could try heat. You could try trimming it. Or you could try sending in pictures to this show and we can give you actual, like, really individual advice. beardadvicelive@gmail.com. It's free, by the way, guys. It's absolutely free. Yep. So we don't know we have to rotate our beard oil, but I've also been rotating my butter and my wash. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I rotate everything. Yep, there's never a day I use the same products back to back, ever. Every day is a new beard oil. I rotate my washes. I rotate all those things.
Whew, I just got chills.
Hey, better than being hot and sweaty.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to tap my first homemade oil tomorrow. I was wondering about reusing my empty bottles. Is there a certain process for cleaning them? There is. It depends on the level, right? If you want to be a true, and man, I don't want to get into the sanitizing versus sterilizing situation. If you're a company, you should be doing a double sink method, where you have a washing sink, a rinsing sink, and then you have a drying tray where you use alcohol as well. That's your 3 process: washing, rinsing, drying with alcohol. For you, anything's gonna be fine, man. It's a home thing. You're not giving it to anybody. It's just oil that's in that bottle. You'll be fine. I just don't recommend anything that's going to like stay in there, if that makes sense. You don't want to put like soap that's going to dry inside the bottle, and you don't want to use an alcohol that's not going to fully evaporate out of the bottle too. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All right. Yeah, absolutely, Angus. Yeah, for sure. When I don't have any kind of certain routines, I really feel it, especially when we're like camping or traveling. I struggle with those ones, man. Yeah, I really, really struggle with those ones. So yep, and you can use, you can boil jars to sanitize them as well. That's a good, like, little home basic one. I wouldn't recommend a company doing that as enough, but if you're doing it at home, yeah, go crazy. Yep. And he says it's the same way in the kitchen: wash, rinse, sanitize. And it's the same in the kitchen. It's the same in like medical facilities. That's the best way. That's the best way you want to go about it. And a lot of the sanitization that we do in beard product companies comes from kitchens. Why? Because it's usually like food grade. That's food grade ingredients that are going to help. What is that? Not hyaluronic acid. Is that hyaluronic acid? Or that's what goes on your face, right? Yeah. There's a certain kind of acid that is like the best. I actually need to look it up, otherwise it's going to bother me. And this is what is used for in kitchens to sanitize things that are like hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid. That's what it is. That's what they use to do. Yep, Johnny Ray's got it. That's what they use for like cutting boards and different things like that.
Huh.
So yep. I don't think you did. Did you try my Dyson knockoff, my affordable one?
No. Well, I
blasted it. Thing packs a punch, man.
It does.
That thing's crazy.
My hair would be an afro.
Yeah.
I tried to use that.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. Body wash, again, we don't like to go, but it's not a beard product. I use Dr. Nick's body wash almost every day, and then Sam uses Native.
Native brand.
Native's not enough for me, for some reason.
I don't understand why it doesn't lather for you.
I don't know.
That's so weird. So weird.
It doesn't lather on my body.
I was like, one day I had gotten like really sweaty. I was like, I'd use like 3 pumps. He's like, I use like 5 pumps every day and it doesn't even lather.
Yeah,
It blew my mind.
I can't use it for whatever reason. It doesn't work.
I feel like it's like your body hair rejects it or
Probably.
something.
But yeah, I use the number 7 every day. Yep, every day. All right. Awesome, guys. Thank you for those questions. Let's keep this show going. All right, we got a quick one here. I found a natural shave oil that has ingredients like beard oil. Oh yeah, for sure, man. There's a ton of products that have similar ingredients, massage oils, shave oils, oftentimes body butters. The one thing that you got to be careful on, Walrick, though, is the legal allowance of fragrance is very different. So for example, something like a body butter can have harmful fragrance levels for your face. And so that's the only thing you want to make sure you're careful with. Yep, absolutely. Could be the oils, Dan. I think it is. It's definitely something with like my natural DNA, for sure. I was going to ask her a very stupid question here. As a cook, would be easier for me to make my own oil if I wanted to? Easier is subjective. Could you? Yeah, absolutely. Tough question. Very, very personal one. Yeah, very, very personal one. I went looking for hair dryers this morning after watching Dan's video. Amazon Australia doesn't have it. Oh, man. That's a bummer. Yeah, that is a bummer. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense out there. All right, 2 months into my first ever grow. Welcome, Dylan. I have a pretty thick and dense beard. I'm using oil in the morning, butter at night, and every other day I use coconut oil for 2 hours. Very cool. I'm not a personal fan of the coconut oil treatment. I believe it can clog pores. I believe it's not worth the like messiness of it. Do you remember when
so messy.
Do you remember when I did the hot oil treatment with the bag and everything?
No.
This was a couple years ago. I made a video. And like this was the big hoopla of like put hot oil treatment, right?
Yeah.
And you got to get the hot oil, you got to put a bag around your face and all this stuff. And it was like, did it feel softer? Yeah, I mean, similar to like a beard oil.
Yeah.
Was it worth the messiness of it? No. He said, I have to head out when I join. Next time I'll be starting another decade of my life. Judd, happy early birthday. His birthday is on Friday, you guys. So happy birthday, my friend. We'll make sure we show you some love and sing to you on Monday. All right, so yes. Awesome, guys. Thank you for the questions.
Woo.
All right, here is Harris. Here we go. Right, I found your channel 4 to 5 months ago and started growing my beard after watching your videos. Think about that line. Started growing my beard after watching your videos. That's so cool. I've had several people that are like, you inspired me to try growing a beard. Not like I was growing a beard and I tried to find help.
Right.
Like, that's so cool. I kind of binged a lot of them. Thank you. My goal is to have a beard style like yours, minus the length because of work. So I'm looking around 5 to 6 inches max. So about half of my beard. Currently, I'm at the 3-month mark and having that weird issue where my right side looks poofy because of the grain of my hair, and the hair grows upwards in a direction on the right side under the jawline and then bends down, which creates a poofy look. However, the left side grows normally downwards. Basically, this is creating an unsymmetrical look that bothers me now. I want your opinion on what I should do about it. Awesome. Will this issue just go away as it gets longer? I'm not using any heat. I just bought a blow dryer and it's not been delivered yet. I'm using beard oil after the shower plus beard butter. Use beard balm, mostly from when he goes to the office. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, because of Ramadan, I cannot drink a lot of water. I only drink water at night after the sunset till morning. Absolutely. Ramadan holiday observed no eating or drinking from sunup to sundown. Oftentimes it's broken by eating a date at the end of the day, and it's really tough, right? I had a lot of students that were like soccer players that would have to that would still observe Ramadan with no water during practice and games. So yeah, it definitely is tough, and it changes every year when it is, but it's often in the warm months. I do not drink the amount that I normally do. Right, it's night, of course, and this is making my beard a little bit stiff. Absolutely, man. Harris, I would say first thing with the Ramadan, with not getting enough water intake for the day, I would recommend adding in something like a liquid IV or some hydration that's gonna benefit with that. Electrolytes, maybe dilute some Gatorade, that could help out. Hey, what's up, Butch? All right, so let's take a look here. Dude, This is his first beard.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
It's so thick.
It is, and it's styled and it's purposeful,
Yeah.
man. I love it. Okay, so he is saying that I have a little growth pattern that is like changing the look of my beard.
Yeah.
And I get what he's saying here, right? If you see here, there's a swoop-de-doop, and then on this side, there's not. And so I understand. Would I have noticed that if you didn't point it out? I don't think so. I really, really don't think so.
I think it's like one of those things where if you just keep looking at it too closely, then you're nitpicking, sort of. Like, I do the same thing with my hair, too. Then I have to say, like, is anybody going to notice this one curl that's out of place or something like that?
Yep, absolutely. Here's a good rule for you, Harris, to start with, the arm length rule. When you're getting ready, do not look closer than an arm length. Why? There is nobody that talks to you closer than an arm length. And it's more likely like 2 arm lengths. So don't look too closely here. Now, you said that you have not tried heat. If you want to change that direction, heat will do it. That's just a fact. Will it get better as it grows out? Probably. Will it drastically be magically finished? No, but it will definitely help. Your answer is don't look so closely and use heat. Great head hair, great beard. You are definitely meant to have a beard, man. It looks really, really nice.
It really does.
Yep, absolutely. And everybody's giving you these great comments out here. If you're gonna grow it longer, it'll fix itself. It's hardly noticeable. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So yeah, that's great. Hey, what's up, Grindstone Daniel? Welcome on in. All right. We got Bud here. I just want to maintain a good-looking beard, period. That's it. Especially after winning first place in the 12-inch and under category a couple weeks ago in his first contest, Beginner's Luck. Hey, congrats, man. I watched George Bruno for years, but really enjoy your videos and advice with new products. Thank you. I'm concerned with the side hair from the neck. It doesn't seem to catch up with the length of the rest. I do play Santa. Shh. Kids watching. No, just kidding. And I always looking to keep a full beard year round. At 73, living in Central Texas, the challenge is the heat. I'd say so. But I learned from being told that cutting my long hair when I was a bit younger would be cooler, but they lied. Okay, interesting feedback. I included one of the samplers I received and figured I'd show how to manage the little bottles on my counter. And I did put this in because I thought it was really, really cool. Yeah, really, really cool. What's the worst ingredient in beard wash? Oh, man. Any petroleum product, Butch. I would say mineral oil, and you're obviously saying most common one, right? Isopropanol, alcohol, very bad in beard wash, but you've probably never seen that. So the worst one that's common, look at that beard. The worst one that is common is probably mineral oil. That is a petroleum product, not a fan, not at all. And unfortunately, it's found oftentimes in baby wash. So,
baby oil.
Baby oil and baby wash.
Is it in baby wash?
Yeah, yep. They try to say that it's like oil-based and stuff, and they find it in there too, yep.
Yikes.
All right, here's Bud.
Nice.
Dude, awesome, man. 73, right? Won his first ever beard competition, got the hair just flowing.
Look how silky your hair is.
Right, that's healthy.
I'm jealous.
That is healthy. And first off, love this. So this is the packet that the samples come in. He cut these little circles out, and then he puts them in there so it can sit up like a stand.
Perfect.
Dude, brilliant. I don't know if they're watching right now. Eric's out there, I think. I want Beard Octane or a company to like work with a designer where it's
like
the
little perforations.
The little punch outs.
That's so smart.
Absolutely brilliant on that because now you have a stand. Like, so smart.
So smart.
So, Bud, you seem like an engineer. That is awesome. All right. Beard is fantastic. He essentially said, I just want to have the best beard possible for what I'm going through. And Maz, reach out to me, man. Send me a message. I'll give you a quick answer on Instagram or email. Be happy to help you there. But he says the sides of his beard is not catching up to the length. So, Bud, you have the exact same growth pattern as mine. And I am working on a video to break this down. For me, there is a point of diminishing returns for most beards. Now, I do have to preface this. It's 100% personal preference, right? A lot of you know my buddy Robert Wyatt, the big orange braided beard. When he braids it, it looks thick, looks full, looks Viking. When he takes it out, in my opinion, there's about a foot of transparency, and I don't like that look personally. He doesn't care. He hasn't touched his beard in like 6 or 7 years. That's awesome. I'm not a fan of that. I don't consider that aspect to be a full beard. And I only say that because he said that he wants to maintain a full beard year round. Now, with that, oh, cool. Eric said he'll take a screenshot, send it to Joe. With that being said, you have this great line right here. And then at about this point, is right where your beard starts to now droop over. It's also the same exact point where it starts to become transparent. Yep. Hey, King Luna, reach out. Eric's in here. If they came cracked, they will take care of you. I absolutely promise that, man. They will definitely take care of you. But right here, see this line? Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then it kind of droops over. My beard does the exact same thing. And when you notice when I trim, I usually trim between 1 and 2 inches off. I do this exact same thing here. And then if you see, you've got that transparency. Now, is that bad? No. Is it wrong? No. If it was me, I would do a like 2-inch transparency trim right here. And just imagine how much more full that beard is gonna be. And then this line is no longer gonna be drooping over. It's just gonna be cut off there like a super thick, dense like wedge. And I just did mine yesterday or the day before and did that exact same thing. So that would be my advice. Would it be wrong for you to just keep growing from here? No, that's a safe bet. You have a legendary beard with crazy genetics, but that would be my advice to fit your questions. Anything else on the beard? Anything there?
I love it, and I love that you play Santa.
That's amazing.
So great.
That's amazing.
Santa has transparency.
Right, that's true.
It's fine.
That
if
is.
Santa has it, you can have it.
Yeah, yep. What do you do to separate, or at least give appearance of separation from the mustache? Hey, Book, that's a great question. So right now is the lazy walrus. She calls it a sad walrus. Lazy walrus, and it's pretty well blended. Butch, this is all I do to give it separation. I grab at the corner of my mouth here, right? And all I do is kind of do this, pull it through, and then I let it sit on the beard, right? See how that's a little bit more pointed, a little bit more out? I'll do this side.
That's how long your mustache is?
Oh, my mustache is crazy long.
Dang.
So do you see how much more pronounced it is now? And sticks out? Yeah, let's see if I can grab it. And again, guys, this is just mustache hair.
Oh, my Lanta. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I just thought it was just connected.
No. But that's the beauty of the lazy walrus is it blends into the beard. So great question. Bud, you are welcome, sir. You are absolutely welcome. All right. Yeah, I'm jealous, Bud. Yeah, man, a lot of people love that beard. Love that beard. And Bud said his is the same way. Yep, I dig it, man. I absolutely dig it. All right. I do not have Elon Musk's phone number. I'm sorry. Yet. If he grows a beard, I guarantee he finds the channel because he seems
I feel like he can't grow a beard.
Yeah, those genes aren't there.
I don't know.
That's a challenge, Elon. Somebody send that to him. We feel like you can't grow a beard. You might be able to go to Mars, but you can't grow a beard. Take that.
Boom.
I knew I had something on him. All right. So this one didn't have a name, but this was the email. So I'm going to go Mr. Han. And we're going to stick with it. All right, okay. Mr. Han. I think this is our last one, guys. I'm at the 5-month mark of not trimming the goatee. All right, before was trimming at the 1/2 inch or so. And using beard oil after every shower. I don't have the genes for a full beard or to connect to the mustache. And hey, I love that when people just own it. Like, I don't have the genes for this. It is what it is kind of deal. Since it's been long enough to come out away from my neck and wants to curl towards the bottom, I know what you mean. Without a brush, it curls forward, which is my least favorite direction. I use a round brush from behind and underneath. Love that method, which ends up curling it inward instead. Yeah, that is the Greg Brzezinski method. Though sometimes it also goes somewhat to the side. I attempted to add heat with a blow dryer, and even on low speed, it just blows the hairs away from the brush. Okay. And how can I calm the curl without gunking it up and not making me want to touch it? I understand that because I don't like wearing balm during the day or butter during the day because of that gunk up. So I understand fully what you're talking about there. All right. Look at the style though, dude. This head hair.
I'm obsessed with your hair.
Dude, looks amazing. Okay. But this is what he's talking about here with the goatee. Love the style. Love what it brings you. I would say don't write off a beard, though. I feel like eventually there may be something there, and I would love to see this style with a beard. Really love to see this style coming down that chin and that jawline. I would love to see that. Okay, so he's saying he likes it when it kind of curls in there with a little bit of length, and sometimes it flips out, sometimes it goes to the side. How can I control it without gunking it up?
Heated brush?
Yeah, I mean... You talked about a blow dryer, exactly, blowing the hairs away. A heated brush, or one of those curling heated, or one of those curling blow dryers. Like I have, and then you kind of have, like an air wrap.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna be.
It might not grab enough.
Hair.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I think Sam's right. I think what you're doing looks great. But if you wanted something a little bit different, I think your answer would be a heated brush.
Yeah, like a small one.
Yeah, for sure. And usually the small ones are cheaper, so that could be a benefit to you as well. So yeah, I really do think that would be your answer. Then the only other option is trimming it before it curls. That's an easy way to contain it too. But yeah, a heated brush I think is what would do it. And dude, loving the Scully cap, but I love the hair even more. Like that is some style. The hair makes you look way younger. Like way younger. So, and great barber here. That line, that shelf, that's what I like on my hair is when I get that shelf. That looks so good, dude. So good. Boom, baby! That is it. So, you guys, to be involved on the show next week, it's scrolling down at the bottom. It's in the description. It's pinned in the chat. Send an email to beardadvicelive@gmail.com, and you'll be on for free. I'll get back to you and send you an email and let you know that you're going to be on the show. Sam, anything going on with the Beauty and the Beard MI, your shop?
No, I've taken a little bit of a break. It's still open. It's been so nice here. So we're getting our outside all set up, power wash the deck, put the furniture out. But nope, shop is open and we have some super cool shirts. All of those right there are all of our new shirts.
Yeah.
So check them out. They're super cool.
Perfect, guys. And check out her Instagram. She's been making some really cool content for this as well, Beauty and the Beard MI. And other than that, guys, got some videos coming this week, couple new shorts as well. And I think that's about it. All right. If you guys need anything, please reach out anytime. We appreciate you guys being there today. I think anybody that was in earlier, I think I got to go back to it. Just real quick. Just real quick here, you guys.
Gosh.
I got to do it. Look. That's what we're going to end on right there is that update by Ron. Goodness.
It's so good.
So good. I was so pumped for this one, and man, so cool, especially to see of a friend of mine. I love it. Absolutely love it, you guys. So thank you. I appreciate yous guys. Wonder where that dialect comes from. Yous guys?
Yous guys.
It's got to be a regional thing.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Awesome, man. Thank you guys for watching. Yous guys for watching today. We appreciate you. We're going to get out of here. Please stay bearded.